Rolling today with James Arthur. Good to have you.
Hello, thank you for having me.
How are you today?
I'm very good. I'm a little bit tired.
Fair enough.
But I'm very happy. Very happy.
Yeah, I think so. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's been amazing. The last few weeks have been mind-blowing.
Yeah. Single and album went to #1 in the UK.
Right. Yeah, that's correct. I mean, I would never have expected that. Never expected that.
Why would you have expected that?
Well, I kind of had a long period of time off, and everybody kind of doubted me, wrote me off because I had a bad reputation, kind of in the UK, a little bit of a bad boy. I don't know, some bad press, and I don't think many people would have expected me to come back and with a hit, maybe just kind of top 20 or something if I was lucky, but. Yeah, I definitely had the odds against me.
But it went to #1, which is a huge thing.
Yeah, it's massive. It's huge.
It's kind of strange that your second album, which is usually just called the second album, is when it comes to you, is called your comeback album.
Yeah.
Can you explain us? It was not that big here in Germany. What happened in the meantime?
Well, I had a kind of a public nervous breakdown. I came from obviously a casting show that has a lot of attention, and I put a lot of pressure on myself. I didn't deal very well with fame, but then I went away, and I took 2 years to sort of learn, find myself and figure out how to overcome my demons and overcome my problems with mental health and addiction and stuff like that. And I figured it out. I made an honest album. And here I am, and people have connected with this music, so I'm really happy about it.
And I think it's a pretty mature and wise thing to say that you didn't deal well with the fame.
No, I dealt very badly with it, very badly. I was kind of like, I had a bad attitude, I guess, a negative perspective on the whole thing. I just thought everything was bullshit, and I didn't play the game really. I just kind of had a bit of a breakdown. Yeah.
But now you're back, and we were really happy about that. Back from the Edge.
Yeah.
Is that also the reason why this album is called Back from the Edge?
Yeah, exactly. It's just my story, It's talking about those things that I went through, and I'm trying to inspire people to love themselves and to have self-respect and to just enjoy life, instead of taking everything so seriously, I guess.
Where's the difference now? You've been here a couple of years ago with your first album when all this stuff started. You got famous, you won the X Factor, and you had your first album, the single Impossible.
Yeah.
Is that different? Does it feel different to you now to be here and to give interviews again?
Yeah, 100%. Because the first time I was probably kind of quite high or something. I don't know. Like
how often have you been high in interviews?
No, well, back then I was high quite a lot, but now I'm not. I don't. I live clean now. I live clean at this moment in time. It's not something that I do all the time, whereas before, I was self-medicating a lot, and yeah. But I've figured it out. I've sorted it out. I'm looking forward now.
And we're really happy about that. Another thing that is really important for you and that you think about a lot is acting. Is that true?
Yeah, I do. I do like the idea of acting. I think this job is very narcissistic. You talk about yourself all day. I'd like to be somebody else and go and act as somebody else. And I love films. I'm a film geek. I love all films. So.
What's your favorite movie?
Probably, I don't know, man. I've got a few different favorite films. Good question. Maybe This Is England or something like that. Or there's a film. I like a film. I like Ed Norton and like Tom Hardy and Cillian Murphy. Like real gritty films.
Like those, like little dark.
Yeah, like the dark kind of. Or there's films about guys that overcome some kind of adversity.
Yeah, maybe that would suit to your story as well. Is that a removed tattoo on your hand?
Yeah, I'm trying to remove this tattoo. Yeah, it's kind of again with the acting. I figured sometimes I don't want to sit in an makeup chair for 8 hours. I'd like to just kind of not get typecasted as well.
Yeah, fair enough. And when you Google James Arthur, a thing that is written a lot about you is that you have a pretty close relationship to Ed Sheeran. Is that true?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're friends. We talk. He's shown me a lot of support in the past and recently. We've hung out a few times. He came to my shows in London. Yeah, he's a really good guy, really genuine guy. You know, it's very difficult to know who's real and who's not in show business or the music industry, and he's one of the good ones.
He's one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ed Sheeran at this point. And it is also a very big compliment to you that your record company, Psycho, they dropped you off when all this stuff happened.
Yeah.
And then they re-signed you.
Mm.
How did that go?
Well, when I dropped my single in the UK, I had no UK record label. It was just from my German record label. And yeah, the song the fans took the song, it caught fire, and it was a hit without any airplay or anything. And you know, Psycho called up and they were like, you know, we'd love to work with you again. And I just thought that was a fairy tale kind of story, you know, like the full circle. Psycho normally are known for releasing people, and they've never asked for somebody to come back. So I'm a sucker for the story. I guess it would be like a movie like plot, you know.
You could play yourself in your own movie, so maybe two dreams come true.
Maybe a double whammy of a dream. Yeah.
There's a lot of fans that claim that film companies should do that and make a movie out of your story.
Yeah.
Because it all started like as a fairy tale when you attended X Factor.
That's right.
You're from Middlesbrough.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
And you grew up in pretty poor circumstances.
Yeah. Came from a pretty rough place. So yeah, my story is pretty inspiring, I think.
For many people,
yeah.
I've seen your first audition this morning. I was like, it was giving me goosebumps.
Oh, thank you very much.
It was amazing to see you, and like you're this little guy coming up to that stage, and you were like, what is he gonna do now?
Yeah.
And then just living the song, that was really, really good.
Thanks very much, man. I appreciate it.
And I think Gary Barlow said that was the best audition of the day.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he was very kind man.
You're still in touch with those coaches, with those?
Yeah, I'm still talking to Nicole all the time. Yeah, we speak very, very often. She's a great person.
It's good to hear for her probably as well. We received some questions from your fans over Twitter, and some of them are maybe not totally serious. You have to decide. James Arthur, would you rather have a unibrow tatted on your forehead or my name, Flo, tatted on your neck?
I'll take your name on the back of my neck.
That's so nice.
Yeah,
very kind.
Flo is also a cool word, you know, in English. It's like, flow is good. It's good. Go with the flow.
Go with the flow. That's what everybody says. When I introduce myself to people speaking English, everybody says, go with the flow.
Are you Scandinavian?
No, I'm not. I'm totally German.
Totally German, yeah. But Flo is kind of a Scandi name, right?
I don't know. I think it's
pretty German.
Very German.
Okay.
There's many people in German. But
Flo.
it is not original. It's not a typical German name. I think it's Latin.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but... Yeah,
it's a cool name, man. I would definitely get Flo on the back, because I also rap, and it's good to have a good flow in rap music. So
yeah, your last release before this album, that was
a rap mixtape,
30 minutes rap mixtape, right?
Yeah.
I listened to that this morning when I was in the shower. That was
really?
pretty good. You should do more
man.
of that stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to incorporate more of it into my mainstream stuff. You know.
Fair enough. We hope we'll do that. Beer or wine?
Beer.
I think I don't have to ask why.
Well, I actually really do like wine as well. I quite like sparkling wine, like prosecco. Yeah.
You can't hunt me with that.
No,
it's totally not my thing.
I like red wine. If I drink too much red wine, I go into a real like coma. But with beer, I can just drink it all the time. But I'm trying to stop with the beer right now, because yeah, I don't want. I'm kind of putting on some weight at the moment. With winter, you just want to eat and drink and
save the gains.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, from the age of 25 it starts. Until then, you can do whatever you want, and then you cannot do anything.
No, you got to start watching it. Yeah, that's right.
Stop watching food, otherwise you get fat.
Yeah, it's true.
Another question: Is there somebody that calls you by your second name, calls you Andrew?
No, it's only my best friend when he's trying to piss me off. He goes, Andy. I'm like, don't ever do that, man.
Just to piss you off. But that means like best friends do stuff like that.
Yeah. It's not that Andrew's a bad name or anything. It's just kind of patronizing when he goes, Andrew. And I'm just like, nope.
You do not react when he says that?
No, because I know he's taking the piss out of me. So, so I just kind of ignore him.
Fair enough.
It's funny though.
And what was the last drunken text message you wrote to someone?
I try not to drink and text anymore. But yeah, you know, I don't know. I can't say.
You can.
No, I mean, like you text people from your past that you probably shouldn't text. Like people that pissed you off, and you're like, fuck you, man. I don't know. I text an old friend. One of my old friends tried text me recently that hasn't spoke to me for years, and it's only because I'm kind of having a bit of success again, and I thought it was kind of fake, so I said fuck you.
But I think that's fair enough. How should you deal with all those people just approaching you because you're famous?
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's kind of cringy. It's a bit cringy, but whatever. Okay.
Talking about your phone, how many numbers of really famous people do you have in your phone?
Could check if you want. Let's look. How many?
Just scroll down your contacts and just tell me the first one who's really famous.
Okay.
I'm curious about something like that.
All right, let me check it out. I mean, I have numbers in here. It doesn't mean we talk, but okay. Scrolling down. You know Arrow Benjamin? Do you know him?
Arrow Benjamin?
He did the song with Beyonce, Running.
Ah, okay.
Running. Okay, here we go. Nicole Scherzinger.
Just a normal address book.
Ed Sheeran.
You could call him right now, probably.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have a phone right now.
He doesn't?
No, he got rid of his phone. All he has now is an iPad and a little emergency Nokia phone.
One of those old big ones where you can open beer bottles.
Do you remember like the little like pay as you go?
Yeah.
Like did you not see he tweeted I need to stop living my life through a phone. So he just quit all social media, he's not on a phone. He just he just uses his iPad, he emails you.
That's amazing because I think that was like a few months ago and he still does that?
Yeah, he's doing it for a little while longer, I think, until he brings out a new album. But I mean, don't quote me on it. I don't know.
But that's great. I love that.
Yeah,
I'd love to do that too.
Yeah, he says it's very liberating. It's very like, you stop exerting so much energy.
Yeah, I guess when I was on a summer holiday this year, I couldn't use my smartphone for 3 weeks because there was no internet connection. I was camping with a friend.
Yeah.
And we had no internet for 3 weeks. And when I came back, I just noticed why I was that happy for those 3 weeks. And I think a big part of it was I wasn't online.
Yeah.
And I kept doing that. I just still try to not go online too much and be on Facebook and Instagram and shit.
I think it's a great thing to do. I wish I could do it right now, but unfortunately, like my management, this is how they contact me, so they need me at the moment. But Ed Sheeran's so famous, like he can just say, right, everybody, leave me alone. I'm gonna go do my thing for a few months, and they're like, okay, Ed, no problem.
So hopefully, in maybe a bit of time, you're gonna be at that point. All the best for that.
Who knows? But thank you very much,
James Arthur. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.